Hi everyone. So today we are going to debate on a particular topic. The topic name is, should the stray dog be protected or killed? So as far as my opinion is concerned, I am always in favor of protecting the dogs, protecting the stray dogs. So why do I say, or why do I in favor of protecting the dog? That I'll give the reason. I have the strong reasons and the justifications to clarify on it. The first is, I just give one background of this. The background in the sense, in our ecosystems, all the plants, animal, they depend on each other. It's not like the independent way of living life. In our environment and the ecosystem, one plant or one animal can't survive alone without depending on others. So one of the element deviated from the cycle or the ecosystem, the other species will get impacted. So if I talk about the stray dog, that is also part of our environment, that is also part of the ecosystem. And if they are not there, then the other animal also get impacted. The other species will be getting influenced by the others. So that's why it is very difficult to maintain, or it is hard to cooperate with the other plant and animals in this ecosystem. So first I'll talk about the stray dog. The stray dog, which is part of our ecosystem, and it's an animal, and the protection of their life is very essential and it is necessary for every individual. Why do I say like that? Because the first is the stray dog, they act like as a waste manager. They act like as a waste manager, they act like as an alarm, they act like as a companionship, or they act like as a agent for everyone. It's agent for individual. So why do I say that they act like a waste manager? The waste manager, in that sense, in our ecosystem, the dogs, they are eating what kind of ingredients or what kind of foods, that maybe it is the carcasses, or maybe the human waste, or what we are throwing out, they are eating and they are consuming. For that, now other way around, it is just managing the waste in a different way by consuming those items which are waste for us, but these are food for them. What will happen? Once they will clean the environment, then we can avoid the air pollutions. On the other way around, I'm not saying they're directly helping, but indirect way of helping the environment. Second, they are acting like as an alarm. In that sense, the during the natural calamities or any kind of catastrophe, they have the sense of knowledge. They can understand what is going to be happen. Is it going to happen something bad? They can easily understand and identify the future uncertain event, and they can give the instruction to the human. This is going to happen, and they will start barking loudly. And this is the abnormal louds or the barking sound that will create something warning message to the human. So this kind of alarm facility, you can say. So this is there in our ancient era, or we have been following the same process also. When it is something going to be happen bad, like in case of flood, or in case of any earthquake, the animal can know very fast. They have the capability to understand a sense of environment. And in case of like normal casualty, in the sense like the thieves or some robberies is happening, the street dog can give the warning message to the neighbors, and the people can easily understand something is happening at night, why the dog is barking so abnormal. It's kind of alarm for us. So they are helping in another way, and we need to understand, realize what kind of assistance we are getting from them. Then third thing is, they are working, they are acting as a companion, or like a watchdog. See, no one can afford a pets, or no one can get a or own a pets. It's very difficult to maintain the pets, their foods or their maintenance, their registration, and buying a pets There are good pets, or there are different kind of pets are also available. So it is very difficult to maintain for a common people. But the pets dog who can serve us in a various way, like let's I gave one example, like the if there is something going to happen bad, it will give the instruction. If the robbery or thief is going, or something, the steal or mischievous activities around happening, so the dog will give the instruction. So this is a low cost watchdog you can assume. So this stray dog will help us to be safe and to protect our asset from the thieves or the to unwanted happenings. Okay. Then they are, as I mentioned, they are the waste manager. In addition to that, the waste manager in the cell, they can because of that stray dog, the rats, like they are the mice and the rodent, their population is getting reduced, and you can protect your property and wealth as well, right? If there is no dog, then rats will increase, or the mice will increase, or there are so many insects and other species will increase. Then what will happen? They will spread across the cities or around the surroundings. Then that will damage your property as well. So because of dog, it is the balance is always being maintained, right? So these are the benefits. Then if I talk about the wider scope, in the sense, the first is we should protect the dog because it is our duty as well as our responsibility. Why do I say it is duty and responsibility? It is the first and foremost thing is, it is ethical and emotional responsibility. Why it is ethical and emotional? Now they are the living being, and killing the animal is inhuman. Is human in the sense they have a right to live in our environment. There is nothing to harm, nothing to say about the dogs has no right to survive in the environment. So this is our duty as responsibility. I would say it is ethical and moral responsibility. Second, this is something I would say the root cause of your human negligence. Human negligence, the most of the stray dog exist, because of the abandonment or the lack of sterilizations by the human. So the killing the animal by the mistake of human is an injustice. So we need to think through how we can protect them. Then the third thing is, we can do something for them. That means it's a human solutions. It proven the human solution. In that sense, we can go for a ABC, like animal birth control. Second, we can go for vaccination. Third, we can go for sheltering. Fourth, we can go for like the adoption programs. So there are many more practices are available. So if you go for that, then there would be no harm at all. Everyone will be safe and fine in our environment. So these are the mechanisms that we can protect the animals, the stray dogs in our society. Then the last thing is, I would say, legal and constitutional support. In our Indian Act, there is nowhere it is mentioned that dogs should be killed. And our Indian laws and the court rulings always support the animal, and it prohibits the killing of animal. And there are many courts, the adjudication there, the Supreme Court laws says that the prohibition, or it prohibits the animal killing except certain cases. If certain cases you can kill the animal if it is for the interest of the public or for the benefit of the community. Certain area or certain cases, like to prevent the disease or such a contagious or such a contaminous kind of diseases that can't be avoided in a normal circumstances. In that case, you can kill it for the safety of the public or for the interest of the public. Okay. Then the last thing is, I would say, mainly the public healthcare with protection. That means it has been proven that the vaccinated or the sterilized dog reduce the risk of rabies and the other infectious, the rabies and the what is called the parasites. That kind of disease can be avoided if they are well vaccinated and sterilized. So in that way we can protect our dog. So we have the sense of humanity, we have the ethics, we have the principle, everything are in place. So why can't we give the right to leave the stray dog in their place? So I am always in favor of stray dog and we should protect it. There is no harm at all. What do you say?
We stand for stray dogs should be killed. Not completely, partially, I will tell you, because it's harms to human life also. Like dog bites. For example, you take one street dogs are there. Whoever comes new person, it's followed and immediately bite. This good person, they don't know this good person, bad person, because he never seen. That's why he go and bite. Strangers, not only newcomers in dog also, dog only I am recognizing newcomers only. Daily see dog see daily walking person, and that person also stranger. But they don't do anything. That time how can he help dog?
No, it's not
That time
like
help.
you are just talking about the dog bites. So I completely understand and I also appreciate your arguments. That the thing about the all dogs are not dangerous. All dogs are not attempt for the bite.
Most of the
So
dogs,
it's not like it's not like most. If
most of
that,
the
so
street, because
no, it's not like most of that. So hear me out. That if the dogs are not terminally they are ill or they are aggressive in nature, that case, or
most
if
of
you are
the
if
you
you are
are you
or
come
you are
in
eating
the
something
beginning
which
times,
is
in the beginning times,
infectious,
in
or if they are
street,
eating
yes,
something
you
which
only
can
know.
create some influence in their body, or that kind the aggressive nature of they can attack the people.
I will
But
not
in
agree
normal
this point.
case
I will not
the
agree
street
this
dog
point.
doesn't harm at all.
Okay,
It's not the
let me
case.
take this point.
1 minute, I'll let me
Yeah.
complete. And it's if you bite, most of the street dog not vaccinated. Most of it's bite immediately. That time so many young people doesn't take treatment. The dog bite, nothing to worry. They engage. After 5 years, after 10 years, it will occur rabies. That time problem. Actually, so many, and every year 3.7 million cases registered because of dog bites.
Yeah, it is there. I'm not saying the dog
Yeah.
doesn't bite.
Yeah, that
Dog
bite.
bite. But the
It's
dog,
and
see, it is our duty as well as responsibility that we should vaccinate the dogs, or we should take care of our pet. We can avoid that. How?
It is not happened. That's why I told you.
It's not like that. See, what I am trying to convey here, that the street dog or the stray dog would be there, but it is our duty as well as responsibility how we can avoid the street dog from
You
there.
can't maintain
From the their
that
harmful
time
attack.
you should kill. It's to.
It's not like that. See, every day street
Otherwise,
dogs.
animals very otherwise keep
So
the
if you will-
forest.
If you will kill them, then there will be imbalance in our environment, right? What will happen if you will kill them? Then the waste, what I
That time your mental
men-
dog is
Yes,
very
obviously.
dangerous. Mental dog. Walking also they pouring saliva. That is also very dangerous. And a group of dogs killed small babies.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying the dogs can.
Street dogs only
Yes,
like
the
this.
dogs can attempt for the bite and all, but you should always be careful about that. How we can avoid them?
That's
It's not
why
like
I
that.
tried it.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
let
not
me-
like
let me
it's
add-
not like that. It's not like that. We should kill them.
Let
We
me
can
add
shelter
to-
them. We can shelter them. We can vaccinate to them. We can now give a one adoption plan so that the everybody can go safely without any harm or without any fear of dogs.
Yeah,
So that is
let
our.
me add to the Purnima's point. The first thing is, see, the present nowadays what happens in the morning workers like our old man and our children are attacked by the dog. That's the main reason, okay. And the second serious reason is the rabies. because at the final stage we can't treat that rabies. As you know, it's a loss of human life. Okay, and the third point. So as you said, there will be a vaccination program for the bites and all. See, nowadays government, they are not capable of taking care of humans' life. How they can take care of dogs? So you cannot expect this from the government or society. Okay, let me complete. Okay, and the third thing is the many road accidents. Bike, especially bike accidents, happens due to the dog crossing over the road and all. So this is the loss of human life again. So you have to think in a such a way. See, I know the loss of dog life is also not good for the society, but the thing, so we have to keep the priority, which is our priority. Human safety and human life is a priority when we compare to dog life. Okay, and the second thing you said, it will balance our ecosystem. Dog is not meant for eating a rat and all, cleaning the things. It's not meant for that. Okay.
You only do messy public areas.
Yeah. Okay. It helps somewhat, but it doesn't mean like if dog is not there, whole ecosystem will collapse.
I am not saying they are directly involved in that, but indirectly it is there.
Very minimum. Okay. Without that also.
No, it's not like that.
Ecosystem does not.
See, there are many dogs. They are eating the waste material only, right? What they are eating what we are just wasting and throwing out. They are eating.
So that is human responsibility. We need to.
So
we don't need to throw that into roads. As a human, we
throw it. But what will happen? That will create the environment pollution, right? The air pollution. So they help us to support our environment, to clean our environment. Because of that, they meant it's not like that. Only the dogs are cleaning the environment. It's not like that. Many insects, many animals also there.
So,
for that.
What I'm trying to say.
So my point is,
that
as you mentioned that the dogs they are lost now, killing. They should be killed, or they are attacking the mostly the children, or they are causing the accident. Or see, I completely agree. But the thing is, they don't have the sense of humanity. They don't know what is traffic, what is street, and why it is meant for. So it is our responsibility, and we have created the environment in such a way. This is the path we should to travel. This is the way that we should go there and here. But they are the animal. They don't know what is right and wrong. So that's the reason. What we can do, we can collect and put it in one place. So let them stay there only. It's not like that if they are there and becoming the problem for everyone, and that is our responsibility. We should take care of them. We should put in a particular place. It's not like that. So they don't have a sense of humanity. They don't know anything, rules, regulation, and the traffic rules.
So you said right. So we can put into one places. Yes. The government cannot take this kind of initiatives.
Government has taken so many initiatives.
It's not successful. Still, why the cases are
not successful? That is different thing.
So
but we can take that.
Not have capability
we can see. This is. I am not saying what is right and wrong. I am saying this is the way that we can take the responsibility.
Okay, you can
but
say
if you are not able to do, that is our weakness.
It
It is our fault. There is a loophole in the lacuna in the law.
So that's why we have to minimize that.
We can't say because of that reason we should kill the dog. That is not the sense of humanity. That it is completely
so we have to
human.
The simple thing. Simple thing. We have to keep.
When you come to tiger, cheetah enter the cities, that time what you do?
The tigers, they are like they are curious, right? They can kill the immediately. The dogs can't kill directly. The dogs, most of the people they keep the dogs at home. They are pet dog. So why do they? They love it, and they also help us. They maintain, they help us.
Government won't maintain.
That is
a problem to people.
So they know that the pet dog also they are giving the vaccine. They are protecting from the human
people
also. They know that what
of
kind of cause. They are animal. At any point of time they can bite. That's the reason they are giving the vaccine and all. They are protecting from the contagious disease. Similar way, the government can think through, and all the community they can think through how we can protect the animal and how can avoid this kind of unwanted harm from the dogs. That's the reason. No, this is the way I am saying. Because of that, they are biting just for the biting. We should kill all the dogs.
No, we have to think practically here. So you already told, right? Government has taken already initiatives. Not successful. Correct.
It's not rock successful. It is in progress, but it is not getting implemented because of the politicians. If they are not spending, they are not putting their effort and time, then how will you implement it?
So
They don't bother about the animals. They are just bother about their how they can make their money and how they can create their good wealth for them. So because of that reason, this is irresponsible and negligence from the human side. I would say it is completely negligence from the people, and they don't think about the animals because of that reason.
People, right?
The suffering people,
Yeah.
this is because of our negligence.
Dog
Our,
can-
if you, we
See,
don't
see, I will
think
tell
about
you, if something happens to your
no, but it is completely injustice. Because of that reason, we should kill all the animals.
See, I will
It is
tell you, we have to
completely
think very
injustice.
practically. Okay, if that rapist dog bites some of your family members, you can't, you still you will argue. Okay, dog needs to be saved. We cannot kill the dog. Like that, you cannot argue it. The people who are infected by this, their feeling is like this.
Because of one dog's, was bitten or somebody is bitten by the dogs. Because of that reason, I should kill all the dogs. I will find every dogs in the country, then I will bite.
We are talking
This is not the
about stray
right
dogs. We are talking about stray dogs.
Stray dog. I am talking. I am in the point also. I am stick to that stray dog only. Whenever it comes to dog, means only stray dogs. It's not only the pet dog and other dogs. If because of that reason, I should find all the dogs in the country and find and kill them. It's not the right way, na? That's why my question is, it is our negligence. No, it is our negligence that we have not given the guidance to the dogs. The dogs can give the instruction of the human. Because of that reason, we keep it as a pet dog, right? So they can understand the human behaviors. They can understand the instruction of the people. They can protect from the unwanted harms from or protect our assets as well. They are just watching dog. They are just watchdog for our home, and they are the watchdog at the night also, right? So because of that reason, we respect the dogs, and the defense people, the police personnel, they are keeping the dogs, for identifying matters or
that is a trained dog. Trained dog. They are got a vaccination and all. They are not. We are in the favor of that dog.
I completely understand. The street dog, but they are from the same species. It's not like the street dog or the pet dog. But if that one dog can perform the same, if you train the stray dog also, they will perform the same way.
All
And
dogs
we can
are dogs.
protect them.
We are
So
talking
this is
about
the way
which
we-
dog.
I completely agree. And the stray dog, because of that reason, we should not kill. No, the dogs other way around, they are helping us.
So you are fine, okay, with the human life, or we are lost due to that dog. That you are fine.
No, I am not saying that is fine or loss. I am saying that it is our negligence, it is our duty. We can protect them from the unwanted harms from them. That's the reason we can keep them separately, or whenever the street dog is moving around, we can catch and keep it in the
No,
separate
but you can say-
That's why it's
So
not possible.
it is there. Last, so maybe a couple of months ago, I saw in my community the one van came. Then they are catching the dogs and putting in one nets. Okay, inside the net they are giving the vaccine, and then again they are releasing that from the net. So this is how the government already implemented the system. They can vaccinate it.
Dude,
Or
dude.
sometimes maybe some government initiative, not sure, but there may be some scheme.
Doesn't work
They
properly.
they serve the street food, the foods. I saw today itself. There are many areas.
So do you think
They have kept
100%
the place. It is mentioned that this is the spot for the stray dog.
No.
So that means the people are feeding the dogs, and there is no harm at all. It's not like that all the stray dog or all the stray dogs,
Most of
street
the
dogs
dogs,
are
stray
there
dogs,
attacking,
most
or
of the
that
dogs,
the,
stray
only the
dogs.
aggressive in nature, or the terminally ill, the dogs who are maybe they are not well, that time they will start doing something abnormal. It's not like the normal behavior of that all dogs.
See, the thing is, the government of India, what their policy they are implementing, no, that's not supporting the saving of the stray dogs and all.
Rules
There is no
there.
proper policies and all.
There
Okay?
are not
We can
many.
sit here and we can talk, but the 100%.
See, I completely agree. This is because of our poor law and poor points of policy.
Correct,
That is there.
Yeah.
But as a
It is
human,
there.
we have the right to protect our animal, and we can implement a strong action can be taken against them.
Yeah, because of
This is
the
how-
India is
That's
a
why they
India
are
is a
not
big country.
taking. That's why people are suffering from
yeah,
this.
and the more
So,
India
from
is
the
a big
government side,
country.
if they are not taking, but as an individual, you can take the initiative.
How
If
can
your
you take the
community
dog is not
if
So,
your
we
that
cannot
I
take
want
care of
to
our
do.
dog. We cannot take care of our stray
So
dogs.
you
So
can
we take care
no,
and kill.
you can
Shot,
you can make a team of your friend cycle. You can catch them and
If it is
put it in
there,
the
that
same
time
place.
only problem,
No,
right? We are
no,
always
in
focus
that way,
the only.
in
We
that
can't
way
focus
we
the
can
other,
protect from this unwanted happenings. Otherwise, we should not kill them, and because of that reason, we should kill. It is completely inhuman that I would.
So
question.
we
I would
have,
feel
we have to
human,
think in a
that's
such a
why-
way that compared to dog, the human safety and life is we have to take it as a priority.
Yeah.
Okay. To this consideration, you need to agree with this point. Okay.
No,
So we are
I'm-
not. See,
I'm not
if
saying-
you are taking
So
care of.
only for the reason of the human life, I should always kill the dog. It is not the right decision. Correct.
See,
So
we are not talking
how
about our
we-
dogs.
No,
We are
we
not
should
talking
take
about
the
our
decision. No, and we should think through how we can balance our life and as well as how we can balance the environment as well. It's not like the human life is important, the dog life is not important because they don't have any capability to do anything.
See,
Then
maybe-
just because of the
maybe-
animal, we should kill them. It's
No,
not like
maybe
that.
in other
We should
countries-
give the right and we should protect them from the unwanted harms, and we should think through what we can do better for our environment, how
So
we
we-
can protect from them. That is the how.
Yeah, okay. We are thinking this from a long time. There is no any 100% neutralization from the government yet, okay. And there is no policy. As I said, there is no any proper and strict policy for these stray dogs and all. Okay.
Yes.
This problem will arise in future also. It continues. So if you are,
Definitely.
if you are
There is-
like okay, we
there
have
is-
to say, we
see,
have to say.
the policy,
It doesn't going
the
to happen.
policy in place, the law in place, and always the Indian constitutions and the legal act says they are always in support of human protection and the animal protection. It always prohibits the killing of any animal, and there is nowhere it is mentioned that we should kill the dog, stray dog. I mean the stray dog. So considering all the aspect, I should say. As an individual, it is our duty as well as responsibility to protect the stray dog from the unwanted happenings. We can keep it or catch them and keep it in a separate place, give them shelter to them. Whatever the waste we can put it there, they can let them live and happily enjoy their life in that particular constant only. It
Yeah.
should not be go out from that particular fence.
Yeah, according to my point of view, that's a conclusion I'm telling. So if government, so I agree with your point. If government have certain proper policy to neutralize this 100%, if they don't have this kind of policies or any other measure, so I will go with the human life. We have to take priority as a human safety and life. So we need to neutralize this dog by either by killing or we need to do some
Remove
other
some
precautions. Yeah, that's it.